Have you ever felt like the gay scene is one big high school cafeteria where everyone's constantly judging who's cool enough to sit at their table? And no matter what you do, you're just not good enough. In this video, we're diving into why the gay scene can feel so harsh, the real reason people judge, and most importantly, how to stop letting it get to you. Now, the gay scene, it can be incredibly judgmental, and that judgment can really mess with your head. It starts chipping away at your confidence. You start questioning yourself, and you end up feeling rejected and insecure. So, what exactly are we judged on in the gay scene? Let's break it down because there's always something. It starts with the obvious stuff: physical appearance. Muscle tone is prized. Weight and height seem so critical. And then there's age. Youth is practically worshipped in our culture. Have you noticed how many dating profiles say no one over 35, as if turning 40 means you've somehow expired? Your age isn't just a number anymore. It's like a defining characteristic that people are constantly evaluating. Then there are attraction preferences. Who you're into, whether it's younger guys, older guys, guys of certain race, or a specific body type, suddenly your preferences become open for public debate and, of course, judgment. And when it comes to sexual roles and gender expression, the bottom-shaming, masc versus femme, it's like we never left the playground. I remember how kids at my school would target anyone who was different. The one with the wrong clothes, the kid with the glasses, the one who couldn't run fast. Sometimes the gay scene feels like that same dynamic, just with different labels. And your relationship choices get judged too. Whether you're into monogamy, open relationships, polyamory, everyone seems to have an opinion and often judging you for not complying with their views. And when we're faced with such judgment over literally everything we do, everything we are, that can really sting. So the question becomes, why does all this judgment, why does it hit us so hard? Well, a lot of it, I believe, goes all the way back to our experiences when we were growing up. Think about it. Many of us grew up feeling different and often feeling judged. We experienced rejection long before we even thought about going to a gay bar. It could be from our families, at school, maybe from religious communities. A lot of us learned pretty early on that just being ourselves, just as we are, wasn't okay with the world around us. And that kind of experience can make us hyper-aware, almost too aware of how others see us. Like we're programmed to be constantly looking for signs of judgment. So we entered the gay community thinking we'll finally belong, but instead of a warm welcome, we're faced with more judgment, now from what's supposed to be our own community. That second rejection can cut even deeper than the first. And dating apps are not helping. They've created a kind of culture of split-second judgments. Swipe right, swipe left, no explanation needed. No chance to show who you really are beyond that first impression. Now, a quick invitation here. Every week in my private newsletter, I share strategies and insights for navigating gay life, dating, and relationships. Check out the video description for the link to join for free. Alright, so we know what we're judged on and why it hurts so much. Now, let's flip the script and ask, why do people judge in the first place? What's actually going on when someone is being judgmental towards us? And the reason this is so important to understand is because that's the key to taking back your power. So when someone grows up being judged for who they are, they can protect themselves by rejecting others first. It's like a preemptive strike. I'll judge you before you get to judge me. A protection mechanism. Even deeper than that, they might project their own insecurities. Think about the body-shaming guy. Is he deep down terrified of his own imperfections? And how about the mask for mask culture? You see guys who emphasize their mask identity, and you might notice that sometimes it goes along with criticizing guys who are femme. Doesn't it make you wonder why someone invests so much in projecting that image and criticizing others? If someone's comfortable and confident in their masculinity, do they really need to constantly highlight it? Could it be that all that extra effort is actually a way of dealing with deeper insecurities about their masculinity? Now, this isn't to say all guys who identify with mask for mask are insecure or judgmental, but it's just something to observe and consider. Another thing to really think about is how much mainstream culture conditions us to look for specific things and reject what doesn't fit the mold. On TV shows, ads, social media, we're constantly hit with these super narrow ideas of what's attractive, what's valuable, what's cool. And this is sad. A lot of people just soak that stuff up. They repeat those ideas, they echo them without even really thinking about it. So, now that we know the pitfalls, how do we navigate this judgmental gay scene? Here's what I realized. Understanding why people judge, that was a game changer for me. Seriously, it really helped me stop taking it so personally, all that negativity that's floating around. Because I started to see it's not actually about me, it's more about them, their own issues, their insecurities, their defenses, their baggage. And once that clicks, it really does sting a whole lot less. So here's a way to think about it. Next time someone's judging you, just tell yourself, this person is dumping their emotional stuff on me. Yeah, their stuff. And honestly, walk away if you can. And remember, it's your choice whether to let their stuff get to you. See their judgment for what it is. It's about them, not you. And really remember, their preferences, their judgments, they don't define your worth, period. The other game changer is to stop caring what other people think. I know, easier said than done, right? But you've got to keep in mind, no matter what you do, someone will criticize you. Date younger, you're a cradle robber. Date older, daddy issues. Get super fit, you're vain. You literally can't win if you try to please everyone. So why even try? Just ditch that game. We've got better things to do with our time and energy. Instead, focus on your values. That's where your power is. Ask yourself, what do you find attractive? What do you find fulfilling in a relationship? What kind of life do you actually want? That's your guide, not what the scene says, not some app profile. Ignore what other people think. Your values, your desires, that's your only guide. Okay, let's end on a positive note because it's not all bad out there. There's actually a ton of kindness, real support, and genuine connection in the gay community, if you know where to look. And I really want to hear from you in the comments. Where have you found real acceptance? Let's help each other find more of those welcoming places and supportive people. Just knowing they exist can give someone a lot of hope. Love you all.